worried about how late the game was going on for some of these players. Sky saying, you know, well, maybe I don't like to play too late into the night. That is Cat, boys and girls. He's a grinder, and we're about to find out who walks away with at least the opening hardpoint seconds chance.
Yeah, we saw you, Skies. Those 3 a.m. S&D tournaments back in the day. We know what you're built for.
Yeah, come on, son. Opening time, going to OpTic. The battle for the bar is going to be a good one, and so far there's 3 dead in the feed. That gives Cloud9 an opportunity to rethink the opening attack.
I love the showing off of the camos as well. Ken's just rocking the one that he worked hard for, and Pred now pushed out, getting those kills. C9 already feeling the pressure of their spawn.
Yeah, massive work already from the boys of OpTic. Kenny looking for the snap onto the second. A nice spree, and he finds himself 3.
Oh, there's the extra.
Oh!
Do it with the pistol. Why don't you? The perfect start for Quavo Ken.
Looking, though, towards the rotation. That's where Shotzi's going to be, but all of Cloud9 as well. Pred on the cut-off kill. Here comes 1, 2. Can't get it, Hydra. Great shots over to Shotzi. Nice work. Keeping the hard point as safe as possible, but Kismet, the man who manages to get on the inside and get the rotation, should see at least 10 to 15 seconds here before OpTic can get in for the counter-attack.
Oh, Ken just being annoying right now. Yeah, playing for the spawners, has a guy tagged up. That's going to be Skies that is going to fall for the cruise unless Shotzi steals it from you. But right now, OpTic really just need to steal that time. New York are going to get it, and they shut down Ken.
Here we go. Big one from Caesar Skies off a spawn, straight back into the point. Cloud9 so far locking it down. The lounge is all theirs, and it has been non-stop uncontested kills here. Hydra was on a 4, finally goes down, and you're looking at Elite change soon.
Yeah, that is the type of resolve you expect from the C9 team, and now you got the routes being taken as well. So Sib, he has slipped the net, and again, we talked about this being the most important rotation, so while Skies dukes it out for the scrap time, Dashy might try to take it, but you see on the minimap, Sib wins the big one against his former teammate, and they get the spawns.
Yeah, that's big. 7. Well, Shotzi, he's going to be there next, wins it. So all that hard work, is it for anything? We'll find out. Sib off of spawn, right back into the point. Shotzi still holding this alone, keeping the control. And now OpTic are back in it.
Oh, and you see just a confident nod in the player cam there for Shotzi. He knows the play he just made. Potentially a game saver as well. So they're going to have the lead and then some. Skeet shooting now for Ken. The damage output always there. Shotzi thinking about some easy trades.
There he goes. It's going to be an easy flank as well. There's still one more player there. No worries. Pred picks him up. OpTic full control of the bar on 6-star.
And I got to say, that's one of my favorite aspects of Kenny's game as well. He's always there to get that extra damage. He knows where the chows are going to be coming from. Such a heads-up player, and he's leading the lobby with 10 kills so far.
10 kills to his name. Well, this hardpoint's nearly finished, folks. 15 seconds. We'll go over to hardpoint number 4, the last one here on 6-star, before we go back to the middle of the map. And that's exactly where C9 are right now, looking to get themselves back into this, not too far away from the comeback.
Yeah, and look at that demonic setup they have, too. Number 5, Sid, pushed all the way out into the deep pocket of the map. You got number 8, Kismet, pushed out on the opposite side. Pred might take him down, but right now, OpTic, no real open avenues of attack. They're working the flank, but Sib, the man, they got to get past.
He's managed to isolate this 1v1 fight. So, oh, look at this from Sib. Massive work. Kenny wins the fight, but still, tons of information passed over. Hydra, 12 and 8, 3 spree in the hard point. What can he do? The answer is quite a lot. Dashy there with a pickup, and out of Kiz, looking to slow down the hit, and he does just that. Can he get the hard point break as well? The answer is no. OpTic are in.
And that is a demonic setup C9 had that OpTic Gaming break down. Pretty much record time, so not too shabby there, and now it's all guns for the green wall. They are coming out hot.
Well, they're looking a bit orange tonight, but no worries. They're still all good to go. 13 and 5 for Kenny. He said at the start of this competition that the Esports World Cup was going to be his. He was going to have a good tournament from start to finish. And honestly, Chance, a man of his word.
Yeah, and again, we talk about this as a map for the shooters. Kenny right now delivering for the team. Doubled up the score of their opponents. And now flank rolling through, and Hydra gets the best of Pred in that moment. That reaction time, I mean, look, I know it's the French phenom. It's still impressive.
It's always impressive. While first hit of hard points are complete, OpTic walk away with a solid lead. C9 now. Full control of P1. Coverage there from Sib and Kismet on the inside of the hard point. Kiz, up into the fight he goes, and this is a fantastic hold on P1 so far.
And a small little moment too, we obviously, or Miles, you had the interview with Pred. You asked him the question, who team kills the most? He kind of laughed, he said Dashy does, but he said Dashy would say him. Pred got the best of them there, the team kill with the Semtex. We have our answer.
We have our answer indeed. Well, Kiz, full spree while we get back into this. Hydra in the PIP. Absolute resolute focus. Can we get one more here for Kismet and get a cruise missile? Again, very useful on this map. The answer is no. Pred assassinates him from behind. Final 10 as P1 is almost over. Will Cloud9 be able to get to the point once again here?
This is definitely the hill where they thrive the most, a 20-point gap, and they do have those back spawns, but Ken, the first one to strike, OpTic Gaming will be in the hill first.
Cloud9 looking for the break here. Let's go for a quick listen in and see how they attack.
Nice. No, for AG. He's on the right corner.
Nice.
Hold the time. What can you do?
Team shot.
Last guy Kenny.
I'm not dying.
G-play. Yeah.
I'm not dying.
I can get out of spot.
I have spot. Help time.
Yo, I got you. I got you.
What's the spot? Out of spot.
I say front. What's the go blue? Yo, outer Tiki. Out of Tiki. Oh, I thought we had him. My bad. Outer Tiki.
Heard you.
Stay down.
I'm watching my spot.
Start over hill.
Front square, bro. Front square on the left. Front square on the left.
Hand spot.
Really weak.
Rotate. Rotate this one.
There's 3-0.
I'm
Or
rotating.
2-0, sorry.
Kenny, first one. He's going statue. Statue Kenny, first one.
I heard you. I'm gonna go left with you.
No, he's blue. One blue.
Con weak. He went back to P1.
Heard you.
Kenny.
P1?
He's Con. He's Con.
I don't see Mark Con.
What's gonna be long? What's gonna be long?
Con, Ken. Challenge you guys.
Con weak as fuck. Con dead. I'm one shot. He's gonna be long one.
Oh, no,
Nice.
escape.
I need.
On the guy for water steps. You want water steps?
I'm going
Last guy won water steps.
One shot. Front hop.
Have her up in the back. I got needed. Challenge shit.
Let's bully. I'm
Have
here.
your iron.
He's close corner. Try left.
Wait, go right.
We got shot twice.
Water.
One shot. Back
One
up.
time dead. One more behind the
Nice.
steps.
One shot, bro.
Nice. Stun hill.
One shot.
Wait.
Stun
He's
hill.
behind the bar. Front bar.
I stop the seal. I need your outer. Outer. Brandon, watch out. Absolute outer. Chill.
Love playing
Brandon,
spread.
Outer and hop up. Last
Last
year.
lobby. Last you. Okay.
Yo, challenge Shotsy, bro.
Even in the far reaches of the world, the Let's Go OpTic can be heard from space. Well, with that said, let's go to the other side of the stage for a listen in with OpTic Gaming.
I'm about to shoot.
I fell out the map.
Alright, close up. One's bar.
Okay, two though. That's two.
Absolute half. Make sure we get you.
I'm going to.
I spawned kind of deep. Somebody should late play low key. Late play right.
I'll play somewhere.
We'll give you office, Brandon. Yeah, it could be. I'm gonna go deep.
I'm in.
Take your time, man. We're deep.
One shot, push-ups.
Won't give you office, Brandon. I stun office for you.
Who says that?
Yeah, in office, at the steps.
I'm in office. All right, top office. He went window.
You shit, I'm bad.
In the window office. Top office, Caesar.
Yeah, what the?
He went you.
Alright.
Dante.
What's our office, Caesar?
Pass.
Top office somewhere, bro, Caesar.
Last two curve.
Hey,
Nice.
office, Caesar, still. Office. I can't get him office yet.
Yeah.
Low office. Watch out for office.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I have mid.
Absolute.
I have curve.
I have mid.
They can be check out.
I hear you, Brandon. Nice, I got you. Get your foot there. I'll be right. Get your
One more white Ken.
I got you.
I naded him, Ken.
I got it.
I have poo.
All right, we're
blocking.
good. I'm naded.
Poo, Ken. Poo.
Two of
In the
them.
pool.
One P1 on me. Close up, DJ. Weak, DJ. Last two in. Two.
Yeah.
Three. All three. All mid.
Ivy. Sit down.
I nailed the pool.
Nice. All mid.
In the curve.
I made it 2 seconds.
This side, Dante.
Nice. One to you.
Nice.
Nice, guys.
I
Get me.
had mid.
I have their side curve.
Go, poo.
I'm on fucking Dicky.
No, we're good.
World Championship caliber communications, folks. That's exactly what it sounds like. Back over to the boys of OpTic, who climb over 200 points.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming right now, their own personal hype men in the comms with the small talk also on point. So they're doing everything, and Pred continues to piece. You know, he's roaring in the comms as he gives you 4 in a row in the P1 time. Is gonna feel
There's
good.
number 5 as well. Pred on a tear. Number 6 now. Kiz is there for it. All down, though, in the mid-map. Third set of rotations might be the last one. 39 seconds to go here, and OpTic can find it.
This is a dominant lead as well. You feel that momentum building, and if you didn't think they were gonna win, there's a clean 4 down. OpTic have run away with 6 stars.
C9, they're out. They've got to find a break here to stay alive, and it's not looking fantastic. Shotsy forward he goes, picking up number 4 in a row. Pred there in the feed also. Final 15, you can still win it, and Shotsy, a 5 spree now. IDs the spawners, 10 seconds for the win. We're gonna see a P2.
This is going to be it, man. OpTic Gaming, you just get to see how much of a flow they get to play with. Full confidence in one another. No pressure on their backs. These guys are on cruise control. OpTic Gaming, what a way to kick off this series.
That is a sensational start. Pred on his feet as the Amazon Arena rocks with a map 1 victory to OpTic Gaming.
So funny in the comms, and again, these guys playing with freedom. This is a victory lap of a tournament. They just get to have fun.
And it feels like it's truly, this is the parade. This is what they wanted. After you win the big one, what happens next? You get an incredible opportunity with the World Tour. Kenny ear-to-ear grins. And he has to feel good about that performance. 30-9 for Kenneth Williams. Great damage output as well, and it was piece after piece for Pred. Map 1 in the books. OG up top.
And I really do like the listening we had too. Just those little small moments from Pred of like, yes, he's getting hype, yes, he's roaring. Anytime he gets one kill, let alone a two-piece, he's gonna let you know. But he has those moments and he's like, hey, Ken, I'm picking up water. Oh, because he's there, let him know where he's coming and making sure the communication always on point as well. But for OpTic Gaming, straight down the line, everybody performs. Kenny gives you a little bit extra. And on the flip side, Sib and Kismet struggled just a little bit. Sib, typically a shooter, well, suffered in this matchup, struggling there on 6-star.
Dashi as well, the king of the hill, the objective player of the year, a minute and 44 to his name, as expected. But everyone there on OpTic looking good. C9, it was a decent start, but it was not quite enough to finish. The stamina certainly ran low, but what a way to get things going for OpTic Gaming again. I think there's a lot of consideration chance coming into this matchup. We talked to no end about it. Pressure, though, for OpTic doesn't seem to be there.
No, these guys are feeling great, and even for the moments, you think the most pressure is going to be on those P3 rotations, but Shotzi started making some hero plays on both of those rotations. So C9, so much extra emphasis on those back spawns. Those are the moments where I think Sib is making the rotation, getting his teammates to spawn, but OpTic Gaming, out of time for time, able to just hold it from the front. So even when things are going poorly for this team, able to thrive in the chaos.
Chaos is a ladder, or if you're OpTic Gaming, it's sort of a, I don't know, it's like a little jungle gym. You just fly around it whenever you want. Great start to the map for them. Cloud9 bounce back opportunity right here. We're staying on 6-star for the search and destroy. And again, we've seen both teams have their fair share of victories here on the map throughout this MW3 year, which has felt like a lifetime for me personally, Chance.
Yeah, it's going to be so much
I didn't do half of it.
Oh, there you go. But for these guys, it has been 9 months of a pure and utter grind. Granted, 6-star was a later addition to the year, but still the amount of repetitions these guys have, second to none. And even in this matchup alone, I remember Kismet just sort of dominating that little underground route that we have over towards that A bomb site, really taking him to task. But OpTic obviously have made the adjustments as well. Just the other day, we get a some play on 6-star, and Dashi had an absolute feast on this map. So got to be on the lookout across the board. Clutches will occur on this map.
It's going to happen, folks. And we are expecting players like Dashi to be very, very clutch in the 1v4s and the 1v3s, you name it, those high-pressure moments. We expect it of them.
Keep in mind, though, Dashi was not the clutch player of the year. That award went to Caesar Skies Bueno, who has invested in those clutches. Be on the lookout for a good old 1v1.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. For the new ones amongst us, it's first to 6 here in Search and Destroy. As the opening trades come to a close, Kenny quickly recovers that bomb. Oh, and tries to make the move forward towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, if you're slightly off with your movement, which Shotzi rarely is, Sib, one of the players that will absolutely punish you, but a 2v3 clutch opportunity already from OpTic. But an awkward way for Sib to shut him down. And I will just throw this out there. I might have been one of the guys that voted for Skies, honestly. I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe.
So I make the joke, but I might also be at fault.
Nice start there from Sib, 2-0. The C9 walk away with the opening round. Again, solid start to the trades there. Leave OpTic's game plan a little bit shaky. They capitalized on some great shots and a tiny little mistake there.
Yeah, but Sib, again, the bounce back, a little bit of criticism. One of the poor shots that we saw on the hard point. Well, immediate bounce back gives you 2 in the round, and especially the gunfight win against Shotzi, or at least, maybe not gunfight, just catching him out in the open enough to seal the deal.
We've seen it happen so many times. You don't finish that kill, that player gets away, and if they live to fight another day, it's a bad thing for you. Now, though, for C9 over towards the A-bomb site, slow but sure. Kismet, the lone man, over towards B.
I'm very concerned about the flank as well. You're going to have Kismet be distance, and well, Sib in the meantime does get picked, and that's the player with bomb. So Ken wins a difficult gunfight, and the island player there from Pred, from up top rather than down under, he gets you.
Hydra manages to find one. This immediate reposition is lovely, but I don't think Shotzi's going to take it. What a snap from Hydra!
Good trades, 2v2.
The advantage is now dissipated.
And OpTic are looking for some information too. Very spread, each player for one bump site. Pressure gonna be on Shotzi first.
This is a dangerous moment, but it looks like C9 might be leaving each other as well. This could be 2 separate 1v1s across the map.
Oh, plant here. Oh yeah, Shotzi. And look, they're just not together. An uncharacteristic mishap there, but Hydra, natural habitat.
He's got to finish this quick. please tell me we got the slow-mo reaction of Hydra's face there.
Yeah, blown away in and out of game.
He knows that that was a funny one. But Shotzi, you thought he was in trouble. The hunter certainly became the hunted then.
I was so close to doing my best Hydra impression. Not the time to embarrass myself. I'm also jet lagged.
Well, this is a quick highlight of Hydra's play. Again, he wins a massive 1v1. The second snap was really the difference maker, though. And it was we didn't get to see it, but that's fine, boys and girls. You can always rewind if you're on YouTube. Here we go, though, again towards the A-bomb site for the boys of OpTic. And they are thick together.
Oh, those nades hurt, too. That absolutely stops OpTic Gaming in their tracks completely. An amount of map space right now that C9 has. I mean, they know this play is going to be over towards A. They're going to be playing for this retake.
Yeah, the problem, again, is Hydra is going to be so far from this fight. By the time the guns get going, he's not going to get into the action. We could be looking at a 1vx situation for C9 if it doesn't go their way, but Trophies doing what they do. Kiz, I can't take that fight.
Hydra needs to start getting active as well. Sib, hey, at least he gives you one.
Brilliant shots. Skies. Are we trying to get on the board here? We're trying. Shotzi with a bomb recovery. Wants the fight. And still a slow journey from the right-hand side of the minimap for the boys to make their way into the battle. Pred pulls Caesar Skies from life. Sends him to the next round.
It's all about the flank, though. Two players working the flank. Pred, it's an interesting angle.
We got here
late. One got through.
We got here late. Is it going to pay off for Kiz? Maybe. And again, Hydra nowhere to be seen. And there it is. As written, 1v3.
Yeah, nice play just to get out of dodge, and this is a 1v3 that is effectively hopeless to clutch. Phenom at his best, but yeah, there you go. Instantaneous trades, OpTic Gaming on point.
Okie dokie. C9 go down by 1. OpTic. Momentum starting to feel a little more real. That was a very, very calm round for them. Mistake-free moments, Chance.
Yeah, I just like OpTic Gaming not going for the bomb plant straight away, pushing out the site, knowing you don't have the intel just yet, so perfect play calls there. And I think Cloud9, truly one of the teams that sort of set that trend on 6-star as well. They're happy. If they have extra time on the clock, they will not rush things.
Again, no smokes to play with either here on 6-star. Only on Invasion we're going to see the smoke grenade used. A gentleman's agreement, and we're all gentlemen here in the Call of Duty world.
Ooh, we might be testing the shot at Dashy.
Good enough for me. Player managed to get away with their life. A little bit of a reshuffle here over by the pool side. It's going to be Kismet. We saw him lose a fight in this exact same spot in an earlier round. But for now, slow things right down for OpTic on the defense. That 2-2. Dashy through mid.
Play G on one side, Kismet on the other. And Shotzi is also taking enough space over towards A that's why Dashy's going to wrap back. They're expecting to be hit to roll through. And there you see those OpTic arrows starting to get active.
Always the Predator. Catches Kismet Louchin.
Good wins.
Second man goes down. Here comes number 3. Skies manages to win it, and it's getting awkward. Over the top goes Dashy. Last man, Sib.
One frame at a time. Yeah, we have seen this story before.
Yeah.
Not the first time in this one. It is truly unfortunate. Now we're going to have to wait for some sort of call to get made. You see Sib in the player cam just knows, he's like, this isn't, can't deal with this right now.
He's unable to sort of summon the referee here, but I do think, I mean, we can all see what's happening, but until a referee makes a call, we're going to play this round out, and it's essentially going to be 3-1. Again, we will wait for an official ruling from a referee before we call anything, but either way, a very patient round played by OpTic their chance, and when it came to an opportunity, they took it.
It is constant as well. OpTic have so many different ideas in S&D that they can be playing with, but all fun here so far. And this is for, again, just a top 4 matchup. Loser goes home.
And that position from Fred, though, from the inside, that little bit of foliage, just enough to cover his player model, but again, I do think that in that kind of situation, you're probably going to see the diamond before you see anything else, but it does look like we are going to try to restart this one, folks. Whether or not the scoreline is 3-1 or 2-1, we will confirm that ASAP, but you saw it as well as we did, and in the interest of competitive fairness, we are going to pump the brakes on this lobby, rebuild it, and get things going once again.
Yeah, LAN is somewhat of a myth, I believe, around these parts.
Well, we do it elsewhere, but it's a little different out here. Just a little different.
Well, not technically.
The referee's on stage there, just getting everything set in stone. But so far, an exciting search and destroy. Six Star has been one of the most well. Actually, all the new maps, Vista, Rio, they're all great.
And colorful, yes, absolutely fantastic, lovely addition. Frankly, in a sense, I mean, save is definitely too strong of a word, but really gave a massive benefit to the year for sure.
A shot of life into the arm of the map pool always helps. That guy's loud.
How many continents have we heard this chant in now?
Three continents. At least four? Where? North America?
Oh, I don't want to test my geography skills right now.
Not tonight. We do have confirmation, folks. It will be 3-1 OpTic when we get this lobby back up and running.
What continent are we in right now?
This is the, I mean, I think this is technically the Asian continent, based on how large it is.
Four.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I've got a computer in front of me, I'll find out.
There you go.
There you go. Chance, tell us about Six Star.
I heard about tectonic plates a long time ago. I know so much more about Six Star than I do tectonic plates. Again, I do like the map. You know, one of the bigger themes that we've seen over towards that B side is just the smoke retakes and the fact that they're not here. We have seen a ton of sort of like B pushes in the flanks that are rolling through to get to those top window positions and put the pressure all the way on the flank rather than just cutting in through you. So we're spreading the map a lot more. We saw it in a previous round as well from C9 being on the receiving end of it. So yeah, a couple different looks, and these teams have had 2.5 weeks to sort of make these adjustments and get the feel for it. But these guys, especially in the land of professional Call of Duty, are used to adaptation.
Yeah, the very best survive and adapt, and that's a tough one. I mean, I've been talking to other players from other games, you know, here at the Esports World Cup, and not everyone gets the blessing of a brand new game every year. So again, only the finest survive in the Call of Duty world. You have to improvise and adapt, and that's exactly what these players have done. True testament how great you are at COD if you do go from game to game to game and maintain that brilliance. And I suppose that's like teams like FaZe consistently been so solid. But while we speak about other teams, folks, getting the lobby still ready here. We'll take a quick look at the bracket once again. And I was right, it's the Asian continent. It's an absolutely tremendous piece of land. Looking at the bracket though, folks, FaZe waiting in that semi-finals. The winner of this match will move on to play them another sweet best of 5. 100 Thieves, Vancouver Surge. That's gonna be a lot of fun as well.
It is hilarious. Surge get the one quote-unquote upset, and then it just makes that bracket look just absurd towards the top with 3 of the quote-unquote top 4 teams, but obviously 100 Thieves had something to say about that. Very impressive for those guys to see them get their revenge against Toronto, get that win, and really ice up in a Game 5. So happy for those boys on that end, but I know the top side and bottom side of the bracket looking like a tale of 2 different years that we have seen from those squads.
I mean, it almost could be a point standing, right? that bracket from top to bottom, first place all the way down, but Boston managed to sneak in there. Wow, they already changed things in a different universe. They were 4th or 5th there in the standings. Not this year, friends, not this year. So when we come back into this game, we're very close to getting the lobby absolutely set in stone. 3-1 OpTic will be the scores. For those folks at home, for those folks in a watch party, and for you here in the Amazon Arena, 3-1. We thank you all for coming out. It's been a fantastic tournament so far and a great day of games. Upsets galore and nothing but exciting Call of Duty. We're only in map 2 of this one as well, John.
Yeah, it's a tournament that can, in sort of awkward ways, really put the pressure on, but I know C9 certainly a team that has a phenomenal competitive mentality, great coaching staff as well the whole way around, and a squad that has really grown. Civ, in a sense, was a gamble, certainly from the community sentiment, especially with the way C9 started their year. They opened up a major one, getting 12th. All of the doubt that is then placed upon them, and I mean, overall, still had a phenomenal year. Second at Champs is obviously something that is going to sting for those guys, but ultimately, incredibly impressive Call of Duty, and obviously, they're looking to stamp their year with a dub in the end. But OpTic Gaming, the largest of green, and now a little bit of orange wall that they have to get past. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
No, it doesn't. Not in the same way, but we're so used to that. That was the season stats for 6-star S&D, and as you can see, C9 at 7-7, but statistically very good at it. 3-5 for OpTic there, nothing too impressive, but as we do know, we sort of saved that one in the bag, pulled it out a little bit later in the season, and really started to run away with it. Here we go, folks. We're almost ready to get back into this one. 3-1 will be the score for OpTic Gaming. C9, a lot of work to do, Chance. Will they be able to sort of cool off? You know, they've had a little bit of time to refresh themselves? Will OpTic be in the same sort of flow state when we get back into round 5?
Yeah, sort of an interesting vibe from this tournament is we have actually gone from map to map at lightning speed. I know these sort of resets sort of kill that momentum, but what we're typically used to in the Pro League is those 5 minutes between every single map. We have been rushing through, so anytime a team has had the hot hand of one map, oftentimes they have been able to carry that through. OpTic Gaming certainly we're seeming to shape up in the exact same way with the 3-1 lead that they have, so yeah, maybe Cloud9 happy for it. Admittedly, they lost the round, so definitely not happy. Look, you're down 3-1 to OpTic. That just, it sucks. That's not fun.
Get this man on the desk with analysis like that. I mean, it could not be cleaner.
Also jet lagged, you know?
Dude, tell me about it, brother. In we go, though. Another round.
This is the strat, the biggest one that broke OpTic down initially, and Hydra strikes not for 2, nearly.
Wow! He bounces a concussion off of Kenny. Oh, Caesar manages to land one in a pred, which kills him.
They're doing style points for these kills.
Adley Ho, Neighborinos, big shots in a Shotzzy now. Are they able to press the advantage?
Oh, what a read!
No! That should be illegal. Kismet, he was weak.
And shout out to the crowd, educated. Everybody knows, literally globally, that Shotzzy is a superstar. There has never been a doubt.
We got some big C9 fans in the house. It's very loud OpTic fans, and hey, absolutely. I think folks out here are watching the flank.
Again, just the most obvious thing ever. My favorite Shotzzy story is when he was coming in from Halo. I was being told by Halo guys, they're like, you don't understand how good this guy is. And I was like, nah, I seen him playing Black Ops 4. Like, he's good, but like, he doesn't know COD. 3 tournaments later, I was like, that might be the best player I've ever seen. Like, the Halo guys were just right.
they were just right.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. Pred picks up the second here. Sib and Caesar, they're in trouble. OpTic are all over the place. Shotzzy.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting in the wings, and now it all comes down to skies. Mr. Clutch, can he do a 1v4 in a state like this? I don't even know if it's actually possible, Chance.
Frankly, if he gets this, he deserves that award.
Oh,
that would remove all doubt.
Hand it over. It starts with 1. I don't know why. But it did start to feel pretty impossible there, Chance.
It does not matter how hard you try against OpTic in a 1v4. Nothing cooking there.
In the end, it didn't even matter. Well, Search and Destroy, we came back to this one pretty quick, and we're rolling through these rounds at record speed.
And frankly, the way OpTic are playing, the amount of freedom, you think they were just hanging out in a Lincoln Park. Nice sunny day outside. Everything is great, and they are just one step closer to a victory. One more round, and they'll go up 2-0.
Here we go. They started the search pretty quick. And I'm not even kidding. I mean, we've ripped through this one. It's map point.
Yeah, C9 right now looking faint.
We'll see how numb they are. There's the opening salvo shots, pushing Shotzzy away.
I literally hear a bird. That is a phenomenal whistle.
Yeah, very loud. Opening salvo. Hydra v Pred. The 3-man stack here from Cloud9, trying to buy at least one, avoid the trade scenario. But there are 2 players over by the A-bomb site who might be able to get this down.
Oh, Dashy's taking space, dude. Dashy's going to be flinging in the middle of the map. He's going to have everybody in his sights. There's number 1, ironed up for number 2, but Hydra there for the trade.
Damage dealt, Shotzzy's going for the kill! That's it, the map is over! OpTic Gaming. Map 2 barely, it was a flash before our eyes. C9, nowhere to be seen. Clear skies ahead for the OpTic boys.
And I think OpTic Gaming might be a little bit confused. Might need to go across the stage and check on their opponent, see if they're okay, because on that map, they were not shooting back.
Dashi looks a little disappointed, you know? Like he wanted more out of that. You know, he just looks a little sad, like, is that it?
Canadian Psycho.
Yeah, man. That's pretty next level. Yeah, he's just like, damn.
Bruce Bale?
Damn, dude. We're really done already. Meanwhile, Cloud9, again, a degree of discourse, and the way the first 2 maps have gone, it has been very fast. You do start to wonder, is this really a sort of worthy rematch? They've not necessarily shown up in the way that they wanted to. C9 staring down the barrel of a vicious 3-0 here in the quarterfinals.
Blown him out of the water on 6-star, and I mean, shout out to Dashy. Call him Bruce. Call him the Canadian Psycho, maybe just the machinist.
Oh, nice.
Storming through this game.
Nice. Nice. Chance has got a hay bale full of good references there. Lovely stuff though in the highlights here. Again, not necessarily too clutch, but just the pieces there from OpTic all fell into place. This was just before the reset. Pred there, great work alongside Shotzzy in that moment, and this is a big tag from Hydra. Semtex doesn't work out. The concussion did. Not that it mattered though. As C9, as much as we wanted to sell this as a fantastic rematch, you know, between the champs finals, it has not been that clean so far for them. Cloud9 absolutely have to pull out all the stops here on this upcoming game of Control. Otherwise, it is a top 8 finish here at the Esports World Cup. You weren't wrong, Chance, about OpTic playing loose as well. You find that championship ring and your opponents who gave you a solid run for your money in that finals, just, yeah, feeling the heat, quite literally here in Riyadh.
I mean, Killa has known this for the longest time in Call of Duty. Confidence is king. Delusional confidence is even better. And OpTic Gaming just get to walk around with the swagger of being world champ. So don't make it any doubt about it. C9 capable of making the bounce back, but OpTic right now certainly looking like they are in final form. 6-star steam rolling, and Karachi has been their playground. An absolutely destructive team and a force on that map, and be on the lookout. We might have a hot 3-0.
We might have a hot 3-0. Who knows, folks? Well, that Karachi control is not too far away. When we do get into that, I mean, part of me thinks that it well could be. C9, though, a team you can never count out. We talked about the mental fortune, we talked about the coaching stuff. It's all there. All the pieces are there to try to make this game go a little further. We'll find out if they can actually get that job done. On the other side of this break, don't go too far, folks. This is the Esports World Cup.
It's the EWC and you want to play like a pro. Well, we've got a lesson for you. Axe on. You're fresh, ready to fight and grind those long hours. It's how it should be. Axe off. You're slow, unfocused, and lagging. Do you get it? Let's go again. To unleash your best game, you must freshen up first. Get your axe on. Spray, play, repeat. Axe and Esports World Cup.
لحظات البداية عاشت معنا. كنا نحسبها وقت للتسلية بس. نحسبها بس ذكريات.
عبود أعطي أختك اليد يا ولد.
ابتكرنا فيها ابتكارات، وإذا بغينا قلبناها خرافات. كنا نحسبها بس لمة وصحبة وسهرات.
انتبه نوب ترى نوب.
لكن كنا نشوف عالم ما حد يشوفه.
لا تشغل وقته بشيء يفيده.
الله عليك على اليد سود.
عالم كبر وعاش فينا. عالم الحماس فيه يوصلك كل مرة لحلم أصعب، بس ما يصعب عليك. بارد معك وين ما تروح.
Welcome back to the Esports World Cup, folks. We're We're ready to get into map number 3, and so far, a blowout, Jones.
Not even close. I mean, 250, 140 something we had in the 6-star, and then a 6-1 pretty dominant win in S&D. OpTic, I mean, just quite literally on this year, they have had their number.
They have, absolutely. And so far at the tournament, we can take a look at the stats for both of our squads. And this is how things have gone down so far. 2-1 records in the map count. Team KD, it's just a slight edge there to the OpTic boys. And this is control as well, folks. So the attack record and the defense records, there's a clear-cut difference there, Jones.
And everybody knows in many sports, defense wins championships, unless you're OpTic at the World Championship. In this case, damn, that did not roll off the tongue. In which case, they won on an offensive round on Invasion. I got to slow it down for that.
It's all good. We're going to slow things down and go to Karachi and play game of control. This could be a hot 3-0, boys and girls. Cloud9 have got to find it. They've got to turn it all around, and this is the map to do it on.
Cloud9 versus OpTic. I'll go no further with that one. I apologize, fans.
In 2024.
That is crazy.
We're back, baby.
Yeah.
We are back. And this game of Karachi is going to really dictate a hell of a lot. The next round of the tournament as well. The winner of this goes on to play Atlanta FaZe, who are sitting in the wings, licking their lips.
That is so much fun. I'm calling Shotzi Masterclass right here.
Here we go, into the point. Well, Shotzi eats a concussion to start things off. C9 down low. They'll be on defense first and foremost. Shotzi might have... No, he didn't get spotted. He's gone.
I think he did, but before the call-outs can roll through, he's just already there.
He's double back.
Oh, no. Oh, welcome to your spawn.
You know, Sibs, 1E back there. A minute to go here. No one's actually been able to get into the point, so we're watching Shotzi go on a sort of walkabout magical mystery tour, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is the objective. Finally, we get a player inside it.
I mean, look at it. He's just controlling the other team. Every single player off spawn for C9 has to take the long route just because Shotzi's here.
We're staying on board with Shotzi. It does look like one of his ranked play videos as he hops around.
Oh, dear.
And seemingly spawn traps some of the best players in the world alongside his teammates now, one segment down at A.
Poor Skies. This is like round 4. Just watch the kill feed for a second. We'll see what happens. Sky, he's just dodging him. He's not taking the gunfight. He's running away. And the rest of OpTic, as you pointed out, no 6X actually going to the A zone. Finally, they clear out Shotzi, and C9 have, in fact, stabilized.
We saw a lot of fun there, but absolutely amounted to nothing. Kismet. Oh, okay, one more bullet. That's fine. We can go chase this one down. The great shots. 21 seconds to go here. If we can get yourselves over towards this side of the map, the A zone is really where the party's taking place. Hydra's the man who's trying to contest towards it, but very slowly, we are getting the job done here. Dashy there with the over-top coverage. Sib and Hydra trying to pick Shotzi out of the point.
Oh, yeah, I would never feel safer if Dashy was the one top third looking above me, because if you're on his screen, he's getting the tags in, but it's the flank coming in from Skies that actually makes it to the zone, and Skies is able to pick up two. Dashy right now just trying to hunt everybody down, but he is doing the correct thing. You're a main AR, you keep the power position.
And they're doing a very good job of balancing on the knife's edge right now. 10 seconds on the clock. Dashy still up top, 4 spree. No one's been able to evict him from here. He's still sitting up top, finding the slays, and with that, A is captured.
And shout out Waldo. I love that extended view there from Dashy. That is beautiful stuff, but now we swing over towards that new zone. Shotzi continues to be a menace. He dodges everything, stuns, bullets, death. And now he's getting active, but Skies off the car, able to rip him. But the streak from Dashy continues, picking up from his fallen foes. 1 kill off a Cruz.
How handy Cruz would be. Sib sees it. What a reaction. Sib finding the kill there. Kiz to back him up. Lovely work from Cloud9 there on the defense. A single life differential now tied up. Now the lead back to C9. Can we find another from here, Kiz?
Everybody spawning close, though, so you get a 4-man wipe, and you got to keep it moving as they are. And now Kismet blocking spawns. The comms for C9 right now in this round have been flawless.
And this is big work out of Kismet. It's a 4 spree and a ton of pressure. Now 20 seconds once again for OpTic. We're in the red. Beautiful shots. Dashy managing to punch a hole, but it might not be enough time to get across the map. Look at the setup here from C9. Perfect coverage. OG out of lives.
Yeah, Ken's going to have to find a way just to make a dive bomb over towards this zone, and that's the introduction, but the trade's instantaneous. And C9, that's what it's like at the pro level with 2 teams at the highest. You have a Shotzi in your spawn, and even if the spawn kills aren't successful, C9 is having to spawn up and run over towards the dumpster and take the longest route of all time to go and defend the A zone, and they make it work. That is such a well-orchestrated effort, and they turn that into big plays through and through. Credit to Skies, able to get 10 kills on the round. No, that's Kismet. I read that wrong. Sorry.
Kismet 10 and 6. Solid even damage across the board, though, from everyone there on C9.
My bad, Kismet.
My bad, Kiz. We are very familiar with your game.
And I said Shotzi Masterclass. Wow, did I jinx him?
He went 2 and 8.
Shotzi.
That's wild, man. I mean, the eye test, you really have to see the bigger picture. C9, they are back in it, and they're alive and kicking. Let's do a quick test and see how they're feeling with a listening.
I'm on B. Top bed. I have her bottom red. Yeah, he's actually dead. Nice, I have her bottom red. Watch your team. Watch your top bed. Bottom. That shit on. Nice, good shit. That's him.
I have A2, I have A2.
Top set. I'm going P5 to point. I'm going P5 to point. I heard you. I'm going P5 to point.
I have A2 right now.
Top play, guys. Top play, Kenny.
Top play. Kenny, absolute dead.
Follow me, he's out.
One more top play. One more top play. I think. Stop fireback. I'm saying.
Spawn out. Top it, guys. Top it.
I have top bed. Don't worry. He's not top bed.
Look at single.
He's not top bed.
I think A1.
A2.
He's Balk.
Balk?
P5, going front door now. 2 dead. Front door. Last two there. Last two B. Where?
After left. I have the whole left, guys.
On me, P5.
Get
Yo, listen, he pushed out. He's
left.
gonna be vending. Kenny, or fucking Shots is gonna be vending.
I'm seeing you dark. Shotsy dark. Watch your right.
He might pinch ramp.
Yeah, he's gonna pitch ramp.
Yo, one stop gens.
Watch your ramp.
I don't have ramp yet. I have it now.
To quote my friend Chance, damn!
That's a great comp. I mean, hey, that's not bad. And C9, as expected, flowing, maybe a small mishap. And
this is the round
they made, instantly corrected, and yeah.
That's the round.
Damn.
C9. Welcome back to the quarterfinals, gentlemen. 1 round away from the win.
Just had to get either woken up or just away from 6-star.
6-star was not very kind to them, was it? Goodness. Well, they're 1 round away from a victory here in Karachi. 4 minutes and 37 seconds of in-game time. Congratulations, boys. You really want to get to Rio.
It is not over until it's over.
That's very true.
I would stop talking with all the caster curses that I've been dishing out, but that is my job. So here we go.
It's part of the fun. 14 and 8 from Kismet. He is on the revenge tour. As Riyadh tries to will OpTic towards a round victory. We'll see if they can find the attack here.
I don't know why it took me this long to think of it, but you just had C9 get that round win with 12 kills. I don't know what the minimum amount taken is, but 12 is not bad.
It was very low indeed. Well, kills are already looking a lot better for the OpTic boys as they managed to get themselves into A, the first segment, complete in a moment. With that, though, you've got a lovely position now for Shotzi on the other side of the map, lying in wait for the rest of the boys to find their kills, and he's not going to double back towards the objective and go for the zone capture. He might do now as he does lose a teammate on A. So there we go. Objective prowess, but Cloud9 have adapted very well and they have reacted quickly. Here we go, Dashi on the coverage. Will he be able to take care of everyone? The answer is no. Shotzi, the next man in the zone. Can he stay alive?
Yeah, that is two-time world champ decision-making, by the way. Shotzi was completely out of the play near an objective. Takes him 10 seconds to figure out, and he's right on the zone.
3 mans now for C9 towards that B zone. They will take care of the second segment and make sure that nobody from OpTic is anywhere near it.
Fred loves that position.
Also loves shooting up against his old teammate. Sib staying alive. Might do better than that. Oh, lovely shots there from the Predator. Finds his 9th kill of the map. OpTic swarming over the B zone.
This is an awkward situation, though, because C9 have the presence here to actually stop him on the defensive end. And if you get caught in the cycle of forcing over towards B, the game clock is just going to start ticking down. So OpTic might be forced to reposition and go towards that A zone. But it is not fun taking that route. Number 2 and number 4 taking it as we speak. And again, not ideal. 34 seconds. If they get stopped, it's going to be a problem.
This is a very, very difficult moment. Lovely shots from Pred there. That's going to be the 2-zone capture at the same time. A's on the way out. Kismet's got to win a big fight here, and if he can, that's all good, but that's it. A's gone, and B halfway complete now. Kenny now reinforcing 2 members of OpTic over towards the B zone. Massive wins out of Sib.
How the turntables. Now it's going to be Shotzi flying at you from the back line. He gets red on the mini-map, but Sib's going to be the guy forced to look for those trades. You see the Dolphin diving in the background, but where Shotzi falls, his team right here to pick him up.
Sib may have been spotted out here. Oh, no, nice damage to Kenny, not enough for the kill. The back alleyway battle now. They line up. Kiz gets a pair.
That is habits. They die hard.
20 and 11. Not the year it That's the record that Kiz has got right now. Lovely shots. The KD flowing. Over a minute to play, and they're making the B zone safe.
Yeah, what a map he is having so far. Pop that dead silence and soar forward. It's straight into the arms of Dashy. Like an angel, he gives you two, but Hydra right now, the thorn in their side. He's forcing the deep spawns, but OpTic have now opened him up.
Less than 50 seconds remain. Skies wins it. 2 players below him now. Kiz expecting the hit through bottom side of red. Sib with the big comms. Trophies are down, and Shotzi cannot escape. Sib has got him round the neck.
In 7v5 as well. This might be the victory lap, and yeah, my bad, Shotzi.
Sib has certainly had him on a leash this map so far. Hydra now on the pickup once again. Final 4 lives of OpTic, and you can say goodbye to Karachi Control. This was all C9 from start to finish.
Kenny gives you 2, and Shotzi gives you the next one. They have an opportunity.
It's not over yet. My goodness, over to Skies. On the inside, Dashy with the big tags. Nothing there out of Skies. Contest is on. Reinforcements arriving. Kenny! Kenny! Can't get any more. Sib's there. Dashy goes down. 3-0. C9. Signs of life in Control.
So close and yet so far, ladies and gentlemen. We might have ourselves a series.
And there is a steely focus on Kismet's face after those first 2 maps. That last one, 24 and 13, pushing 5k damage as well.
That's clinically absurd, by the way. That is a Titan in the lobby in that matchup. Kenny kept up in the kills, but the damage output was clinically insane, and Kismet gave you 20 on the defensive end. Miles, ask me to predict something for map number 4.
A chance? Could you predict something for map number 4?
No, I will not. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
There we go, folks. Map number 4, not too far away, but 2-1. C9 make a game of it. That was a very, very surprising turn of events. Everyone was putting their feet up, pre-booking the cars home. Absolute madness. Well, C9 says, no thanks, boys. The forecast did not necessarily have this many clouds over Karachi, but my word, did they find it.
And look at that scoreboard too. How often do you see Hydra go -7, only 11 kills, almost no production, and Kismet the hard carry, but 99 Kiz. He shows up every now and again just to remind you, and it's not like he needs to. Again, just as a teammate, as the guy that sets you up, Kismet, I mean, very few players are comparative to what he actually brings to the table. Guys like Envoy come to mind of just what they can do for a team. They make everybody better. This is a monster.
Yeah, an absolutely outstanding teammate, and it goes to show moments like that. Highlights here, folks, from that very, very fast game of Karachi Control. 3-0 Cloud9 back into this one. Again, this is a best of 5. It's a one and done, folks. So if you lose, it is over. We're playing for top 4. The loser gets top 8. Still a fantastic prize pool to be going home with, but not necessarily the case. All of our players, they are truly hunting for glory here at the Esports World Cup.
And obviously a lot of credit towards Kiz here at the EWC as well, but I think C9, just their decision-making they had on defense, it was multiple times they were having to deal with sort of the spawn traps and always making the right call. Just don't deal with Shotzi. You don't got to worry about it. If you're taking the long routes, it's all good. You can sort of leave him on an island and fight the 4v3 elsewhere. The timings might not be great, but you can get it done, and that is JP, Krez, and Sender on your screen, 2 phenomenal coaches for both of these teams.
Pair of world champions. Respective years. As you can see, we are almost ready to go, folks, into our next map. And I mean, I was just thinking about this chance, but another thing that Skies brought up in that pre-match interview, the first time that the boys here have been wearing the black and blue, and they want to show out for Cloud9. They want to bring home a chip this early on. It's been, what, 3 weeks since they've been wearing it now, so this is the place to do it. They've got to get through that Rio hardpoint first. We go back to Karachi for Game 5, and that's the only way. I mean, we're going to see a C9 win, so we've got to find ourselves there, hopefully in a moment, because let's face it, folks. I mean, I've got no skin in this game. I don't want necessarily either of these teams to win or lose. I just want to see a great series of Call of Duty. So I'm all about that Game 5. Hey, I'm all about it.
So far, so good. And right now, I'm just stuck on the color schemes. We have the green wall in orange and the subliners who have been yellow for however many years now in blue and black. So we're mixing things up like crazy. If someone is colorblind, then they didn't even notice.
Yeah, I think a few folks would be dialing in and being like, well, I need to adjust the settings on my device, on my laptop, my television, dare I say it. But for right now, it's absolute pandemonium in-game as well. 2-1 the score so far as we load into Rio. Now this is guaranteed to be a spicy one, folks. We've seen these teams go up against each other in Rio. OpTic love it. C9 absolutely no stranger to it. And at the end of this series, one of those keys from that stage is going to be underneath that trophy. Smashed and shattered, along with the hopes and dreams of glory here at the EWC. Here we go. Map number 4, Rio Hardpoint.
And for what might be the trolliest aspect of the tournament, that walk of shame to hand deliver that key to your opponent. Not a fun thing to do, and
it's
sadly annoyed we didn't have to see Draza or Scrap walk into one another.
Imagine the handover.
So good.
We can use AI to create that moment for our viewing pleasure. For our viewing pleasure right now, though, ladies and gentlemen, it's right into the hard point for C9 and Pred doing the best he can. Shotzzy on the flank, Shotzzy on the flank. Can he get 3?
Yeah, you can't always get what you want, but Shotzzy can, and well, now he just gets to play with his food, gets 2 kills, and now you gotta find him. He is in your spawn, causing all sorts of problems.
3-0 so far for Shotzzy, a perfect opener for him. As for his teammates, also in that hard point. 30 seconds to go, nice work out of Kiz there, Rubber9 in the right place at the right time. Finds a nice big one. Shotzzy closes the door, nice manners. Sib on the other side, hello. Oh, what a win with the MCW.
That's a huge win as well. That might quite literally be for the spawns and rotation. In the meantime, C9 are also collecting that time, so might be able to take the lead here on P1. Kenny gets caught on rotation, and Kismet, yes, he gets overwhelmed, but happy for it. He'll spawn up over towards New, and you have C9, again, one of those demonic map spreads they have for the rotation.
They haven't accounted for Shotzzy, though. Just sort of flown through the back.
Yo,
wow.
Never mind.
They let that one happen.
You know
what? Demonic setup.
Play tighter setups, maybe. That should be the key.
I mean, OpTic Gaming brought the Exorcist because that demon is long gone.
I mean, 5 kills already in just 2 hills. Shotzzy out here piercing setup. Sib, though, shooting. Bounce back with a nice 2-piece and attempting to keep Kenny at bay. So COD giveth and COD taketh away.
Right back in this hard point we go. It's end-to-end Call of Duty right now, ladies and gentlemen. Breaks on breaks. Fred now going forward. Another break on the cards. 1v1 done. OpTic. That's their point.
Yeah, big gunfight window. Shotzzy hunting him down, flying straight at him. Shotzzy, why don't you?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like Shotzzy? That didn't come off the tongue, did it?
It didn't. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, new hard points nearly open. Shotzzy once again, 7-3. He did not look great on the control, but he looks absolutely fine in the Rio. Sib, though, has seemed to have his number in the 1v1s. They're really important. They just seem to be at the right place, the right time with each other for those fights.
Yeah, they've been having an absolute battle, and in the meantime, look at the positioning on the mini-map. Well, Pred gets one in traded. Now all guns forward.
Forward we go. Kenny's trophy eradicates Dashy as Kismet over the top. C9, big breaks, 3 down, spawns flip.
I mean, that is a steamroll as well. They just walk on through to the other side, and now OpTic Gaming, this is too much time. That ain't scrap. That is 40 seconds of absolute gold.
Absolute gold there. We're rocking in Rio. Pred with a big win on the Kiz. Over we go. Dashy beats Skies as trades on trades. 20 seconds still on P3. OpTic going to have another hit of this, maybe. Looking towards the rotation as well. Bottom side of the mini-map. Lead change in a moment.
Oh, they just won all the gunfights as well. Well, final 10 seconds collected. Hydra's going to give it to you, but on the rotation, Pred is going to be behind you. Player in garage, guy on the van, and Shotzzy pushed out for the flank, and that's where the action's happening.
Here we go. A wave of Cloud9 players through the right-hand side. Shotzzy, look at this spot. I don't think we've seen that. Okay, Skies. He's seen that one before. He knew how that one ended. 2 for Skies. Dashy picks 1. Straight into the point we go. Deal with Pred, and you've got the point, boys.
There's Pred on a 4, that's Pred on a 5. He wants the hill time as well as that cruise.
Where it's so easy to bring down Pred. 5 spree for AG. Another kill gets a cruise. Super handy here on Rio.
And he's going to be baiting out Shotzzy here as well. You see those 2 errors on the minimap looking on the cross, and well, Shotzzy makes some noise, and Pred times it perfectly. If Pred's got to bait somebody, he's going to do it right.
Sadly got Tico, so we're going to see how this one goes. That spree's a little different.
Oh, good call.
Can he get it? Kismet walks right into it, and there we go. Doesn't manage to make much more of that life. Skies ends it, but 12-6 for Pred, 10-9 there for Shotzzy. As pressure now mounting for OpTic Gaming. They've got lovely pressure across the map. but Hydra winning a couple of big fights, and that should be the point on opening.
Yeah, Silky Smooth, as always, jumps into the zone as soon as it pops, but too much pressure on him, so he gets picked out of it, and Skies gets red as well, but clean shots coming through. The MCW close range occasionally can fry.
There we go. Kismet comes in with a wham bam. Can't get any more out of it. Hydra down. Break complete. OpTic in.
And they are starting to feel themselves a little bit. We had Pred go on a tear. Now it's Ken's turn, collecting the time and on a 4.
Well, he's nearly there. Over the halfway mark towards that cruise missile. Shots at range against Sid. Not an ideal fight to have. Damage across the board. Kenny got bullets into everyone. That's going to help his teammates out, or is it? You've got to deal with Kismet. Shotsy now trying to pick up the rest of the trades. Good golly, Miss Molly. Shotsy down.
This has been a game for Shotsy. If I think he's going to win the gunfight, he loses it. If I think he's going to lose it, he just fries you. But either way, first set of rotations is in, and honestly, C9, if not for the botched P2 hold, they'd be in the lead, but you make a mistake against the world champs, they punish you.
The Rock and Rio hardpoint continues. Shotsy v Sib, back-to-back fights, endless gunfights between those two, and it has been a lot of fun. Tons of intel passed over. We're going to watch Shotsy dance around back over towards P1. Contest situation now. Big win. Looking for the second. Not going to be there.
Yeah, Skies can't do anything about that. And now Shotsy, this is just freedom time. Let the kills come to you.
Oh, they do. Kismet brings a little bit more than the kills. He takes it. 30 seconds to go here on P1, and it's still a 26-point game.
Oh my, yeah, every single gunfight. So tough to predict it. That is a 4-man wipe. Cloud9 again coordinated their kills to perfection.
Yeah, the toughest thing on OpTic right now is their trophy systems. They have been getting absolutely bodied for the last 40 seconds. Final few moments of this hardpoint is going to go their way. Skies, what a win that was. Sensational shots. Not necessarily impressive from the C9 KD perspective, but they have got a wonderful bit of game flow right now. Can they get towards P2? The answer is no. OpTic are in. Now they got the back control.
Oh, huge win from Shotsy as well. Not the best nade I've ever seen, but he picks up at least the first player off the flank. But this is the moment where spawn gets weird. Shotsy's going to spawn out. Number 4 is going to spawn in the back. This is chaos on the minimap.
Pandemonium. Here we go. C9. A 2-man advantage right now on the spawns. Nah, Dashy's got the back alley covered. Wins a big one. Towards the front side of the hard point. Can't win it. Sees a Skies. Well invested in holding the hard point. Can Kenny do something about it? Oh my, nearly gets 2.
Oh, great damage at least, but the long term I saw was going to pay off for the spawns. There you go. 30 seconds left, and Sib trying to make a dent. He absolutely does so. This is a battle right now on Rio.
We're watching two teams absolutely slug one another. Endless attacks onto these points. A very valuable 15 seconds, unless Pred can cut it down, and Sib, exactly that. Loses the time, 10 to OpTic.
I mean, these guys almost barely have to calm. They know where every single spawn is rolling through. They know the tendencies of their opposition. These two squads right now dialed in.
Perfectly rehearsed. They've done this so many times in their head, in the build-up to champs even, and now you find yourselves in this sort of dream-like state, playing each other in the desert. My word, folks, what a tournament this is. What a match this is. OpTic trying to get in towards the point. C9 full control. Caesar pressing the advantage. No, doesn't get it. Sib on the pickup. Now you've got the point again.
Dashi out Guy there for the 2, and now Hydra flowing in. This could be the 6-spree for him, and finally we might actually see a cruise missile in this game. 4 different players have had the attempt. Can the French Phenom be the one to give you that something extra?
Oh, we might have cursed it. He's got away with his life, and now he's on the flank. It's going to be dirty shots. He's got his guns up. There it is. The stage will erupt in a moment, folks.
Yeah, that's Cruz for 1, but that is hill time for OpTic. In the meantime, they were able to get the break, so C9 right now playing the long game, but with the lead exchange, it only lasts for but a moment. OpTic Gaming holding on, but just barely.
With the skin of their teeth. Some folks call that enamel. Toothpiece there for OpTic. Here comes the cruise. Hold on to your butts.
Oh, that is not the start you want to have. You call on the cruise, you say, boys, you need to stay alive. Everybody falls. The second he calls it in, that's a wasted cruise. That is hill time for OpTic.
We fought so hard to get that one as well. These lads must be off the spice. 40 seconds to go. OpTic will be passing the 200-point mark soon. Can Skies get involved? Can Sib get in there as well? As Kenny finally brought down one avenue of attack to go from. Guns are at the ready, and OpTic, it's a firing squad. Woo-hoo-hoo, over the top. Dashy, team kill, and Kismet somehow picks them all up.
And off that team kill, well, Kismet will be the one to get back in the mix. Kenny trying to make that frontline impact, and Kismet continues to shred. Movement like that in the hill, we call that the Chalamet.
10 seconds to go on this point. OpTic, this is it. Can they find a big win? This final hardpoint could be the one to close it out. Kismet and the boys of C9 are in position now to hold on to it. The counter-attack is in. The hardpoint is open for business at Cloud9. They're putting in the hours.
They got a long way to go, but that is the kills they needed to start this hill off right. And now you get Sib in prime position on a 4 spree and easy cut-off kills. Kismet can't give you 2, but you almost expect the trade.
Sib now has got a big task ahead of him. Oh, wins the fight. I don't know if Pred got the regen, but either way, Sib's on a 5-6. Beautiful work. Another cruise and another attempt to hold onto the point.
And if things get spicy, he will call that in. And, well, Shotzi on the flank, red again. C9, these two squads, how many times have they played this map against each other in scrims? They know everything.
Here's Sib, endless kills. Everyone on a spree, and now Cloud9 very much back in this. Shotzi battling for P1 control, winning the gunfights, left, right, and center. The third gets it.
This is going to be cruise missile time. Sib there to get the entry kill, but I assume for P1, it might drop this bomb.
We've got an opening window. Kiz looking for the perfect break. No damage. OpTic hold. Trades there on point. Here comes Skies. Kenny locks it down. Dashy there. Hydra on the other flank. Can't get the second. Kismet finds one. Here's the cruise.
It was no cruise, no break. You got to do it on try number 2. Nothing.
When the smoke clears, who's going to come out on top in the battle for P1? Stuns are down. Lethals to be thrown. Here come the tacticals. Over the top, it's Pred. Kismet there in the feed as well. The contest continues. It's 2 for Kiz. Pred on the retreat, but the contest is still on.
And the pressure is on right now for C9. This could be their year.
Pred, can you find any more than one? The COD gods don't smile upon him and his teammates. No, they're there. Hydra, 10 to go, and it's over. The battle for this hard point. No, it's an open field. Look at Shotzi. Caesar reads it. We've got a game.
This could be the last map Cloud9 play in MW3. They got to hold on. They got 38 points to go.
One final push is potentially all it will take. The rattle of gunfire. The MCW getting the job done over to Shotzi. He climbs it again. It's a masterclass. The pistol, though, doesn't work out. 2 members of OpTic now on the point.
They're going, they are going. Last lives off spawn. Dashy there to give you extra, but C9, they have the break. You can slow it down, you can stabilize, you hold this front line.
Front line is all you have to worry about right now. Dashy brought down. Beautiful shots from Sib.
Look at the spawn. Look at the spawn for number 7.
Oh, 7 and 6, and now 1 from behind. This could be huge. You've got to hold all this time, but the spawns, big take awareness. C9, keep on fighting.
And you got to contest as well. If you're OpTic, you got to contest for a second. They've done enough to force it to do, and they've done enough to win this game.
It's game, it's over, it's done. They can feel it. We run it back. There is one undulation in the road, and that was a Karachi control, but otherwise a smooth journey for OpTic into the semi-finals.
Death, taxes, and OpTic gaming with Cloud9's number. At least in MW3.
At least in MW3. Terms and conditions apply. No shortage of OpTic fans worldwide now. They are undeniable. They bring down their old rivals. And I have a feeling, Charles, I mean, the New York Subliners, may they rest in peace. This is the beginning of the rivalry with Cloud9. And what a fantastic way to start that saga.
I mean, we could point that narrative if we want to, but it's up for Cloud9 maybe next year to get that response, because it has been a lopsided victory from OpTic, at least in this game. But the world champs continue their run. They've made it past stage 1 of the single elimination bracket. And I mean, quite truly, just unfortunate for Cloud9 to have to match up against the champs in round number 1.
Yeah, that is a